Kitchen with Jody Evans with this month's Faithful Fitness, and we always love it when she comes because she's always cooking a delicious meal, great for the whole family, but then it's also healthy as well. And what are you making today?
So I know a lot of people have probably heard of basil pesto chicken.
Yeah.
But this is basil pesto fish.
Okay.
And it is probably one of my favorite recipes. You could do salmon. This is tilapia, but you could do basil pesto salmon, you know, catfish, like redfish, any kind of fish that's local to you. It's really good.
And can you use frozen fish or get it in the meat market, I guess? Just either way, it's still just as good?
Yeah, this is frozen fish that I just thawed, and then I dry it out and then season it, and then I make the marinade with I prefer this basil pesto just because I like the taste. It's in the cold section. They don't keep this in like the aisles. And then I just mix it with some Dijon mustard, some lemon zest, and fresh lemon juice, and then of course I always put extra virgin olive oil on pretty much all of my recipes.
How do you make it? Do you fry it in a pan or do you bake it?
This one is baked, yeah. So you just mix up the marinade in a bowl, and then you put the marinade on top of the fish, just the top, and then you bake it for about 14 to 15 minutes.
Do you use a little bit of mustard or just a smidge, because mustard goes a long way? I like Dijon mustard. I mean, I can eat a lot of it. But.
Right. Yeah, a little bit of this goes a long way. So I use like a teaspoon or a tablespoon, depending on how much. So for one of these, I would use like a whole tablespoon.
Okay.
And then like 2 tablespoons of lemon juice.
It looks delicious, so we always have to give it a taste.
Yes.
So basil pesto, I love basil. And this is such a nice, healthy way. You should eat fish a few times a week because of the omegas, and so.
Magnesium, absolutely. Fatty acids.
And
then I made a basil pesto
I love that pesto. This would be nice over pasta.
Yes.
Or rice.
Absolutely.
Now, where can we find your recipe?
So it's in my cookbook. You can find my cookbook on Amazon. It's Faithfully Fit Devotional Cookbook. So it's not just a cookbook, it's also a devotional. It tells my story. So it has a lot of, you know, encouragement and inspiration if you're starting a fitness journey or you're on a fitness journey and you just need the extra motivation. It tells my story of, you know, all my struggles that I went through of losing 85 pounds, and, you know, because it's hard. And so you can find it on Amazon, or you can find it on all my social media platforms and just buy it from me.
And I like it that you tell people that anyone can do it. It just takes some willpower and some reading devotionals and some prayer. And where can we pick up a copy of your cookbook? This fish is so good. I can't even speak. I'm speechless. It's so good. You can taste the lemon and a little bit of the Dijon. But anyway, so back to the cookbook.
Yeah, so you can get them on Amazon, and then I also sell them locally, so you can just message me through any of my social media platforms and I can ship it directly to you.
And I've been seeing the cookbook. I mentioned on our last segment, it was in my doctor's office. Yeah. And you could pick up copies there, so it's catching on. A lot of the doctor's offices have it, and fitness places where you can thumb through it and look at it. And so we have a little more time. Jody, what are some of the other recipes in the cookbook?
Well, a lot of my faves are like the muffins. I brought muffins a couple of times, and so I always tell people you can make your favorite recipes, you just have to learn how to cook them in a healthier way. So you can actually substitute oats as flour. You can put oats in a food processor and turn it into flour, and so you can make bread, muffins, pancakes, you know.
This is absolutely delicious. It changes a boring fish meal into something spectacular. So thank you so much, Jody. Great to have you.